Hello everyone and welcome to a new Minecraft speedrunning video. In today's video we'll be looking at my new, yet another, FSG PB. And this one was gotten exactly one day after my first video was posted about FSG, which is kind of crazy. I actually almost ended up resetting this seed. As you can see, I don't see a village anywhere. And then I see the church sticking out above this dark oak forest. So I run this way. I decided to go cut through here. And on my left is the ruined portal, which is really cool. And I can get my looting 3 sword. I started using the looting 3 generator just because it's much better. And the biggest time save that I saw from my FSG PB, the one that I uploaded a few days ago, was definitely the blaze fight. The blaze fight took like 3 or 3.5 minutes in that run, what do you call it? And we are gonna eliminate that variable with the looting 3 sword. You can kill around 3 to 4 blazes and have enough blaze rods, and if you can do that with a one round of spawns on a blaze spawner, you can be leaving in 30 seconds, which is just astounding. In addition, we also got 3 iron from the ruined portal chest, and that is really good because having 3 iron guaranteed means we're entering the nether with an iron pickaxe in a looting 3 run. If you didn't get that 3 iron, you would usually only get 1 or maybe 2. But the 3 iron allows us to not bank on 5 iron from the golem. And as you can see, we actually end up getting 5 iron from the golem, which is kind of unnecessary. But it's always nice to have some extra iron, I guess. It's really nice in this run, though. We don't have to necessarily bank on that 5 iron. But yeah, just doing the basic stuff. Also, it was really weird. The golem walked all the way around this house while we were trying to craft our tools and etc., which was a bit weird. But it's whatever. The golem and mob pathing in Minecraft is just a bit weird, so nothing you can really do. I front load wood here, just like I do in every single other run on my channel. And I have enough for 8 beds, which is completely unnecessary, but extra blocks is always fun. Also, I didn't need that stone hoe. I made it for no reason, so that's also cool. A little bit of a time save, I guess. I guess we're going I guess we're going nitpicky here. And just calling out every single, time loss here, because this run is going to be pretty hard to beat for myself personally. And we're just going to have to get a better seed, I guess. But this run was played pretty well. There are only a few spots where I know I can definitely make up time, for example, the Bastion, etc., because I am not very good at routing Hoglin Stables, and that's the Bastion we get in this run, and I'll explain that later. And also, I'm getting kind of good at crafting these nether portals from ruined portals, because I do that a lot on this channel, it seems. As I do another one here, and we're entering 3 minutes. Also, I get a fortress in my face, which is awesome. And then we're going to turn this corner, and there is a bastion in my face as well, intersecting, which is really cool. I haven't really seen this before. I think I've seen it once or twice, maybe with a treasure bastion, but never with a stables bastion like this. This was kind of crazy, to be honest. I could definitely tell this is stables. That's a diagonal chest with the 3 ramparts, as I use the planar fog to... Actually, I didn't really even use the planar fog. I just used F5 to check how many ramparts there were. I grabbed some blocks here, changed my difficulty to easy, and then I do a route called Manhunt. This is Manhunt Stables, where we break a gilded blackstone, and then block off the piglins, and make a piglin hole down here, which allows them to just, fall in here and give them a place to trade, which is really nice. I've seen this done on stream by some streamers, and I've also seen a video by Fyro on this route, which is really cool. Go check him out. Also, I break the block up here, but the piglins were not cooperating. Also, the piglin down there is just not wanting to deal with the gold, and I don't know what to do with him. So I do everything I can to get him up here. He finally comes, and it's just a pain. He's not very friendly, but it's whatever. I don't like Hoglin Stables in general, like I said. Hoglin Stables is bad because, A, you're not guaranteed gold blocks. Stables has something called good gap and bad gap, which means that some ramparts in Stables don't have gold blocks, which is kind of upsetting. I checked to make sure that this was a good rampart before I did the route, because if you do the route without the you can't even do the route on a bad rampart stables, just because the formation of the rampart is different, and that's how I can tell whether it's a good rampart or a bad rampart. We have enough string here already, which is crazy. I usually always low roll string, and that's my issue in runs. But I get it really quick here, and I'm just waiting on pearls. Obviously, I need to get obby from somewhere, and that's the next thing I don't like about stables. If you cannot find your obby in, like, the first chest you look in, it takes forever to find another chest. And even if you know where the chests are, it's just a pain to navigate the bastion, or navigate through the bastion, rather. So that's another reason why I really don't like stables. I have 2.5 stacks of string, which is crazy. That's probably around 40 plus wool. And I'm out here at the 540 mark. Again, I'm looking for obsidian, and this is probably a big time loss right here. I decided to go bottom middle rampart here first to look for obby, and this was probably not the right play. I blocked myself in here, and of course no obby, so that's just great. Now I decide to go top middle rampart, just the top of this rampart, but it's blocked off by another fortress, which is, I guess, a downside of having another fortress inside the bastion. But now I go to the initial rampart and decide to go topside this rampart. Also, Hogland Stables is like an actual maze. I cannot find anything. This is the initial initial diagonal chest, and I get obby in that one. Drink my fire res, and we are heading into the fortress. I guess we're technically already in the fortress, but this is just, I guess, going to the actual fortress part. We get a rod there without actually killing it with looting, which is kind of an issue, but it's whatever. We get a rod, which is still good. Also, the wither skeleton on the bastion withers me, which was probably a bad play on my part. And we are heading in this, like, that bastion split was way too slow for my liking. 230 bastion split is not that great. Anyway, we're looking for a blaze spawner here, and we find one immediately, which is really nice. And we kill this one with looting and get 4 rods, which is crazy. And then we kill this one with looting, and we get 3 rods, which is also really crazy. So now, we have 8 rods and 3 kills, which means we are leaving at the 730 mark, which is, again, like a 30-second, fortress split, which is really cool. Also, another wither skeleton snuck up on me and withered me at the top of the fortress. And now I'm just navigating to my blind travel cords, which is 150, 150 in the nether fortress quadrant, like I said in the last video. And that, I don't realize, is in the lava here. So I should have definitely pearled into the lava here and built up, knowing that I had fire res so I could do it. But it just takes me a little while to do this. And then I finally do pearl, and I pearl 20 blocks short of where I need to blind from. So I decided to pearl again, and now I'm 20 blocks long, as you can see from the X coordinate. Now I'm at 170, 148, which is not good. So I decided to turn around and pearl back, and get to actual good blind cords, and now we're at 155, 150, which is where I want to be, and are going to be blinding at the, or not going to be blinding at the 830 mark, but we're going to start building our portal at the 830 mark, which is awesome. Also, I'm running out of bread, so maybe that hoe at the beginning was kind of necessary, but it was too far out of the way to get the hay bales anyway, so I'm fine with how I played that. We're actually blinding here at around the 850 mark, which isn't bad. And we get ocean, which is like every other FSG run ever. We always spawn in an ocean biome, and we craft our wool here, and just like I said, I think it's around 40. 43 wool, which is completely unnecessary considering I only have 22 wood. And we see the eye go that way, and we get yet another dolphin. I'm very good at getting dolphins in these runs, which is kind of cool. The dolphin helps us out, and we are zooming towards the stronghold. This is really crazy stronghold navigation. I can tell you exactly what I was thinking when I saw this. So I see the starter staircase right around now. I see it right below me. I go towards it, but then I realize there's more stronghold this way, and there's a lot of light this way. But I realize that those two rooms are not stronghold rooms, or not portal rooms. So I decide to go to this light and head back towards the starter staircase. And this room turns out to be the portal room. And, like, that was so incredibly lucky. I don't even know what to say about that. But, like, that just saved me so much time and might be the difference between PB and not PB. Because if I had routed it normally, it could have taken me a minute or enough to lose PB, which would have been unfortunate. But we're digging up here at the 10-15 mark, and we are gonna fight the Ender Dragon, and this is really good pace. This is obviously better pace than that first run I had. I was entering the end at around 12 minutes, I think. But yeah, we're gonna set up our little end one cycle platform. And I'm out of food here, which is not good. And I'm down to 4.5 hearts, but that just means we can't pearl to the middle island, or to the middle when we are gonna one cycle, which isn't that big of a deal. I sidestepped the dragon flame, and I thought it was perching there, but we're gonna have to wait a bit longer. If it had perched there, it could have been sub 11, actually. Possibly, maybe. But it doesn't, so we head back here and wait for it to perch. I have to be very careful about running to the middle here, because if it's even remotely close to perching, I have to run there, just for safety reasons, because I don't have that pearl to get there quickly, so I have to run there. And the reason I can't pearl is just because if I take 2.5 hearts of damage from the pearl, I won't be able to one cycle, because every bed deals around a half heart of damage to you. So I would die before I finish the one cycle, which would not be ideal. So yeah, it crosses back over there again, so I run forward a bit, but not having it, sorry. And just sitting here and waiting and waiting and waiting. And this dragon was not very cooperative, but it's fine. A 2-minute perch is whatever. And I think it perches here. And yep, it perches here. And we're going to be doing the one cycle. And I actually think I 6-bed here, which isn't great, but it's fine. I have the beds. And yeah, I had 43 wool, which is plenty enough. Wow, that 4th bed was really good. Oh, I actually 5-bed. Cool. I didn't actually think I was that good at the video game, but I am, I guess. And so this in-game time is 12:19-ish, even though you see the IRL time on screen. But if you did enjoy, I would really appreciate if you did like and subscribe, and you can see my statistics screen here at the end of the video.